Several months ago, I was standing in a tow yard, not unlike this, cleaning my belongings out of a car my dad helped me buy when I left home after college. A car that had been with me through all of my adult life. Because several months ago, we were coming back from a local state university scrimmage, me and my husband. We had had a wonderful night. We had just gone and got ice cream with his parents, and we were on the dark interstate coming home with only our headlights to light our way when a man stepped out into the lane in front of us. My husband braked as hard as he could before our vehicle struck him. We pulled over to the shoulder, terrified for what our eyes would behold. Shortly after that, emergency vehicles were on the scene, and it backlit the body of this individual who I could see was writhing in pain, and relief overtook me. He was alive. And maybe it was a long shot and he was losing a lot of blood, but there was still a chance. And I prayed, God, be with this man. We didn't know so much as this individual's name, but we would lose sleep over the life of this man. Thank God that when the crash report came back, this individual had lived. Hear me when I say nothing was more important to us than that. And as we journeyed through this process, I'll tell you what else happened. We began to feel very vulnerable. We were reflecting on our own vulnerability through all of this. Because at the scene, the officer that was dealing with our crash said that they had been looking for this man for several hours. That they had gotten a call several hours ago that there was an intoxicated individual on the side of the road. They were looking out for him. And we were the unlucky ones. The ones that hit him. If it had not been us, it surely would have been someone else. And as much as we scoured online articles to figure out the fate of this man, we also had this tension of what this man's choices meant for us. The vulnerabilities that it left us. Those vulnerabilities being physical, emotional, financial. We were on the straight and narrow. My husband was doing what he was supposed to be doing, hands at 10 and 2 on the interstate, clear-minded, paying attention. But this man made us vulnerable. It would be weeks before my husband could drive, even in the evening, let alone on the interstate. We were down a vehicle. And once the insurance check finally came back, to get ourselves in a reliable vehicle once again cost us $15,000 out of pocket. The parables that we're reflecting on this week have something similar in common. We look at the parable of the workers in the field, in the vineyard, a landowner who is gracious enough to find work for somebody who has probably agreed to what the landowner is going to be paying them. Until the end of the day, when they realize that the person that's been working half as long got paid the same amount, suddenly it doesn't feel as fair, even unfair. It's the same with the shepherd who leaves the 99 sheep to find the missing one. I've always read that story and thought, wow, God's love is so extravagant. Because to that one sheep, it makes a difference. But I don't know if you've ever considered the attitude of the 99 who are left in the field, vulnerable, without a shepherd. The one sheep is lost, of course, and that makes them the most vulnerable. But that doesn't negate the vulnerability of the 99 sheep without a shepherd. A lot of times, God's foolish love is just like this. It's unfair, and that's what makes it extravagant. And to be a part of the body of Christ, to live and love as God is calling us to do, it means that we will be people that do things with this sort of extravagance. sometimes we have to be vulnerable in order to find the missing one.